Hey friends, welcome back to the Haunted House, the only haunted house on YouTube where you can get a professional tarot card reading from a haunted house inside a creepy graveyard. Welcome back to the veranda. Thought I would stop by and see if anyone was around this afternoon. And I'm not live. Let's get to the end of the free collective message. I always try to do a free collective message where anyone and everyone who maybe comes by gets a reading, doesn't get a reading. It does sound like a train wreck. You're right. Thanks for making me laugh. I don't want it to be a train wreck for them. But yeah, what you said. Oh, fuck you, speech to text.
Hey, Maria, how are you, sweetheart? It's so good to see you. What are you doing, honey? Yeah, my phone is being stupid, and I realize what's happening when it's turning itself off and on, off and on. It's when I've been on an app like Zillow, Instagram, maybe I've been on Facebook or YouTube, and I'm in the middle of doing something and the phone dies. Then what's happening is the phone wants to charge, it wants to turn on, but what happens is it turns on, all those apps start running, and then it crashes the phone.
And it becomes a repetitive cycle until I can cool the phone down and then charge it a little bit, because it like burns the phone out almost. It's really weird. Then reloading and killing the phone's battery or charging. Oh, you PayPal, great. So this whole time I'm finally getting to the point where like I'm finally at 20%. And I've been sitting here for almost 30 minutes. And even though I've only been live for about 10 minutes, it's taken a long time for it to going. I've been going through this for about an hour. So I probably missed all your messages from the last time I texted. Six. Okay, I'm reading down issue. Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into your reading, honey. Thank you so much for your payment. Oh no, it keeps freezing up. All right, I'm going to bring up your questions. Just going to lay out all the cards for the questions and then go over them with you, okay? till he can let go and go on that adventure that makes him feel more comfortable in that situation. But let's get started with how he's thinking and feeling about you. You make him feel right, balanced, where he needs to be. Despite that shit show, he's got a lot going on in his heart for you in that tower. That you bring one another, show feeling that happiness and joy, and ready to spend the day on saying we call it life. Tower moments, maybe moments of self-doubt, even the moments of joy. The joy that you're sharing is very fulfilling to him, despite the boogeyman that's at his neck, at his back. It's stop having these instances by turning your back on expecting it to happen, because it has happened a lot. It has happened a lot because you've got this person who's not an anxious, avoidant person. Direction they're going, but it feels right, kind of thing. But yet, this is not a mess when it's surrounded by so many positive cards in this tower card. You know, this is about, especially with that sun energy, because you know you need that sun to nurture each other and grow through this shit. And do your wobbles. And oh my god, it keeps freezing. You fucking kidding me? Really? It just keeps freezing. Shit. Hold on a second. I might be able to fix it. Maybe there's something on my end that I can do. Yeah, I'm not sure there's really anything I can do other than maybe opening Chrome. What about now? Is it any better now? Is it any better now? Is it any better now? Great. The phone didn't break. I'm going to move the phone away from... Okay. I'm going to move the phone away from... It froze up again. Shit. Okay, what part did I leave off on? He feels balanced. Yeah, it's like, you know, no matter which way he turns the dial on the Wheel of Fortune, this tower card, the things that, you know, we build upon in our life, still, it's like through the chaos, you do make him feel very happy and balanced. Whereas I feel, you know, where he's at, where he's staying, we've got the boogeyman and the pixie. You know, and what I was saying is we need to take the initiative to help him stop having these moments with the boogeyman at home, because that's all it is. Do it for him. but you can make him and be his own knight in shining with your thoughts, your feelings, your actions. But what you can do is your mind is a terrible thing to waste. And why is the mind a terrible thing to waste? The mind is a terrible thing to waste because at the end of the day, the energy that you're sending to him with your thoughts and feelings is literally picking up on, even if he doesn't know where it's coming from. But I bet you he does know where it's coming from. So what happens is, whether you're in the picture or not, it's always been this at home for a long time. And he's going to have to make his place the things to build its life with. And you know, it's not giving up. But it is definitely something that's her and him. It's my heart. He belongs to me, and no one else can have him. Like that's what it is. But he has to get a grasp on. It's been, whether you were there or not, this is what it's been with that situation at home. Yeah, I can see the lag a little bit on the feedback. So they must have gotten into some kind of altercation. It is freezing up. You're right. It is freezing. I wonder if I could keep the connection and hardwire in. I'll be right back. Let me see if I can make it happen. Hey, Iman, how are you, dear? Sorry about that, Maria. It should be much better now. Does it look better? I'm sorry. What should have taken 5 minutes is taking us 15 minutes. I'm so sorry. I apologize. I just hardwired it in. Dad's going to start taking the dogs out for me since this has taken so long. But what I was saying, more balanced. Lots of emotions going on in that tower, but it's just the wheel of life. There's a lot of joy to be had in your connection with him. But like I said, what's going on over there, the boogeyman in his head, we can do woman-man thing to show up, that negative Nancy, because it's his boogeyman. He's going to have to find, his way, and it's nothing that you can help him with. The only way that you can help him is to do away with that energy in your thoughts, your feelings. When he brings it up, remind him of his power. Put his power back in his hands. Remind him to not let anyone take away his power. Because that's what this is all about. See how it wants to take the knight in shining armor's power away from it? Like as if it has some kind of power over him, because who knows what's in her head? Who knows what her limiting beliefs and circumstances are that he has created for himself because of that. And I see a lot of him saying to you, shit show, shit show, shit show. Makes me concerned because once again, what you think about, you bring about. So we're thinking, well, it might not even be that she's going crazy on him. Okay. It could have been anything. It could have been something that was a simple comment that emasculates him, to even a simple comment about herself. We don't know. We don't know. And it doesn't matter what it is. What matters is we know what we need to know, which is that this boogeyman energy keeps showing up. It's got to be worked through. And the more he gets into the idea with his control and his power back in his hand, see the bow and arrow, the power of the bow and arrow, the power of the tool that's in that pixie's hand. That's his power. Okay. Will he stay at the after-school job? No. He might have to leave it because of her. It may also makes him feel not motivated. It makes him feel, okay, kind of happy to think about leaving, because this is 10 of Swords reversed. It is not something that he's enjoying in this reverse 6 of Swords. So many reverse cards. Once again, he finds little to no opportunity in this particular after-school job. He'd be quite happy to just leave it and never go back. He'd rather go bag food at Kroger or something like that, to be honest. It's like he's just saying, it's just money, I can get money anywhere, instead of having to put himself through how uncomfortable he's been this week there. When it comes to the video and the communication you had today, he does look forward to seeing you again in the not too distant future. You've got the beautiful Ten of Wands and the beautiful Eight of Swords. These both, how much fun there is in both pictures, but this one really sticks out to me. Because you see the people looking through the window. Into his life, people wanting to peep into his life. But it's just he's having too much fun and joy with you. Oh, that's interesting. But yeah, he needed to go somewhere private, more private, so he could watch the video or whatever it is, messages that you sent, and go over them again today. He had a lot of people watching him today. I think he does better when he's not being watched. So his intentions towards you, and then once again how he's feeling about himself regarding the feelings he has about you. So first of all, the first card, his judgment be more on instead of off in that boogeyman, with that boogeyman energy. He definitely wants to keep you around in that judgment card. And then the way he feels about himself, based on his feelings for you, he's feeling definitely like he's got more order in his life than he did before. Like he has an awakening journey, a mission, it's something that he's wanted to do for a long time, which is get his things in order, get his life in order, to the point where he's feelings and energy towards you. But one day at a time, Maria. One day at a time. Now we've got to get to the point where we're serving the energy that we want to be experiencing in our lives. I tend to get stuck on a lot of stuff that is unnecessary for me. Fears about things that just never happen and never will. I've had to stop myself from getting lost in the fucking part of my French YouTube, the shit show. I've had to way that person brings me, and not let the boogeyman overshadow what joys I have today, tomorrow, and even the joy that I experienced in the past. Because I have my own boogie women, men, and no offense to anyone named Nancy. I actually liked the character Nancy from the Craft. I mean, it sucks what the end happened at the end, but I think at the end of the day, the boogie women men, I think that they can and will overpower the joy And you don't want to let that happen, Maria. I have spent so much time losing my joy over painful situations that made me feel powerless. It made me feel lost. It made me feel inadequate, because I was not what our society says I should be. From my look to my finances. But you know what? I've got nice teeth and good credit, so so who cares if I smoke sometimes, And see, and that's good. And you know that you and him are meant to be. You know how this person feels about you, and you should stick with that feeling. I have a hard time feeling jealous of other people. Is there something wrong with me? I think if he thought you texted a lot, he'd tell you. I don't think he's the kind of guy who appreciates being love bombed. And I don't think that's what you guys are doing either. I'm good, Sophie. How are you, sweetheart? I'm going to go for a walk with Dad in a minute. I might even paint my hair. It's still $1 per minute. But if you want to just ask a general question about love, I'm pretty sure Maria and I can help you with it, Sophie. You might not really need a reading, you know. You just might need someone to talk to. Yeah, Maria. So getting in the idea and the thoughts and the feelings of the joy, staying in the joy. And then I swear to God, when he says shit show, you turn it around. Start talking about something awesome, going someplace awesome, doing something awesome. Sophie, do not just try it for a week. She's already won it. And, no matter where she goes or what she does, she'll always be that majestic ass queen of her reality. That's what I would tell her. Okay, so you tell her that for me and you, and just a reminder of how important staying on her throne, her pedestal in this situation of life. Yeah, I think that, it can be either believe in God or you don't. You either believe in your dreams or you don't. I believe in yourself or you don't. And sometimes that's all somebody needs. To I'm going through some stuff, even in my own thoughts. Excuse me. I did not. Um, what do you get? It's really not bad. Like I was saying, You know, don't let the, well, in this case, the boogie woman. I'm going to go ahead and do the free collective message. I'm going out of here because I'm going to go for a walk with Dad before the sun completely goes down. Spirit, what do we need to know right now and in the not too distant future? It's very funny, Spirit. Queen of Pentacles, but we get the Six of Wands reversed. It's kind of like saying, you know, don't stay on your throne and you won't see the success. You won't see the joy. You won't see the happiness. You won't see the rewards of this beautiful Queen of Pentacles. You got to stay focused on what you want. High Priestess energy, which is a lot more important than these two little minor arcana. These are just like pawns on the chessboard. But High Priestess has a lot to offer in her wisdom, in her light, and in this journey that we call life. So check out the High Priestess card. Ugh, I hope they stop with the leaf blowers and the tacking on a roof across the street since 7 a.m. It is beautiful outside. But I'm going to go for a walk, and then I'm going to be back in a little bit. And it should be a better connection when I get inside. I do not know what's wrong with my connection. I mean, the bill's paid. I just can't seem to catch a good internet break. It's a little bit darker. But yeah, I'll be back. What time is it right now? It's 7:42. I'll be back in like an hour. Let's get a paid reading now. I'm going to go work out. Okay, I'll be back in a little bit. Love and light bright.